What's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the comic jabroni, coming at you. Today is the 20th of January. Happy Championship Sunday for all of you NFL fans out there. Actually, while I'm recording this, the Saints and the Rams just started playing, so I'm going to try to get through this so I can get back to the game. Today's video is about a trade that I just did yesterday. If you guys have been watching my channel since the beginning, you know 7-8 months ago I did a trade with a gentleman who owns a video game card shop, who used to own a comic store up in San Marcos. And I call this guy my honeypot because he's got so many awesome books that he wants to trade. Because before I was really big into this comic community and buying up comics, I was a huge video game collector. And I still have a nice video game collection as far as NES and Super Nintendo and 64, but I've kind of gotten away from that. I wasn't enjoying that hobby as much as I am enjoying this comic collecting. This is awesome. I absolutely love collecting comics. So anyways, we did some trading, and that was when I actually picked up quite a lot of my big key books, right? And because of that trade, I was actually able to acquire my first copy of Batman Adventures 12, that 9.0, which I have since then upgraded to a 9.6. So I texted him, I think Friday, and went back and forth with him. I said, hey man, I got some more games. You got any more comics? Which I knew he did, because he's got a back room, just big closet full of boxes and boxes of comics. And he said, yeah man, I picked up some more. He said he just recently had a dollar comic book sale at his shop, and he said, I got a lot, man, just come through. He still had boxes on the wall that were for $1, and he said, man, the good stuff is still in the back if you want to go through it again. And I said, of course I do. I'm always in search of beautiful key comic books. So anyways, I went up there yesterday. We did some trading, and the biggest reason I trade my video games to him, number one, he sells the games, but he gives me full value for my video games. Like if I were to take these to one of the gaming stores here in town, they'll look it up on eBay, and well, if they can sell it for $20, they might give me $8, kind of like the GameStop mentality. But he goes on a website and he sees what the game is selling for on eBay, whether it's just the game or the game with the box and the manual, and he gives me full value. Whatever that website says, bam, that's what if it says $25, if it says $50, that's what he's gonna give me in trade credit, which is cool. I don't need the cash. I'm gonna use it all right there in the store. So anyways, yesterday, I didn't even use up all the trade credit that he gave me, and I still came away with some awesome books. 29 to be exact. So I want to get through these. I just kind of want to show you what I picked up and let you know that I will be going back, because I have so many other games that I want to trade with them, and I still have trade credit. So let's get into it. This first stack of books, they were all $1. Every single one of them for $1. We're going to start off. We got Robin number 1. Now I know this, there is a second print newsstand which goes for crazy amounts of money, but that's not this one. This is just a first print, Robin number 1 book I didn't have, I wanted to grab. Next up, we got Web of Spider-Man, the annual. That's the first annual for Web of Spider-Man. Didn't have it in my collection for $1. I couldn't pass it up. I love that cover too, with Spider-Man fighting that robot. Next up, we got New Mutants Annual number 1. If you watch my video from a couple weeks ago, I picked up that second annual, which is going to be that first appearance of Psylocke in the U.S. This is actually first appearance of Lila Cheney, but for $1, guys, you just couldn't beat it. And it's in really nice condition too, being a really dark cover. Those are hard to get in near mint. Next up, got Uncanny X-Men 257. It's going to be that first appearance of Psylocke as Lady Mandarin. Plus, it's the debut of her, that psychic knife that she uses. I'm going to wait for that one. The next one, we got World's Finest 220. Nothing really important about that other than It's a Batman and a Superman, world's finest. I couldn't pass it up for $1, guys. Couldn't pass it up for $1. So next two, you guys know I've kind of been on a Teen Titans kick as of recently. We got Tales of the Teen Titans number 55. Biggest reason I picked that up is just because it's a Deathstroke cover. These Deathstroke covers for Titans, they seem to be kind of valuable. People really dig them. I like that cover for $1. Can't beat it. And next one, Tales of the Teen Titans 57. Just the origin of Cyborg. If you guys know from, and I'll post it up here, from this guy, I actually picked up my first copy of Amazing Spider-Man 252, right? That debut of the black suit. And I remember saying it that I didn't have the Secret Wars, any of them. And he did have them there. He had quite a few of them. Now, he didn't have Secret Wars 8, but he did have number 4, which I have number 2, and that was from the mystery mail call. So he had that for $1. He had number 5 for $1. And he had 11 and number 12. Now, my biggest thing about him is the newsstand. You guys absolutely know I love newsstand variants. I pick those up whenever I can. So let's go ahead and move this stack that I got. All for $1, guys. Absolutely love that. And the biggest one that I picked up for $1, I couldn't believe it. Now, it's not in the greatest shape, but I'm totally okay with that because it's a book that I've been looking for. It's a book that's picked up a lot of heat recently, and that's going to be Incredible Hulk 377. Picked that up for $1. He had a few others that were probably in better shape, but he wanted a little bit more for them. So for $1, I couldn't pass this one up. It is the newsstand version of it. And this is going to be that first appearance of Professor Hulk. So he didn't have the second and third print. Those are the ones that I was really looking for. But he had that first print. Hey, I'll take it. So that's it from the dollar books. After that, I went into the back, and I'm going to show you a quick video right here. All right, guys. Digging through boxes and boxes and boxes of books. Let's see if we'll find any gold. Stay tuned. Now, as you can see, he's got them in this closet storage area, and they're really tight and compact. And I'm back there sweating my butt off, pulling these heavy, long boxes around, trying to go through. The lucky thing for me was he had them alphabetized. Last time I went, they weren't alphabetized. They were just books all over the place. This time, he actually took the time to go through and alphabetize. So I just went through A through Z, and this is what I picked up. This first one is going to be Batman the Cult. That's book 1. You guys know last year this picked up some steam. It's that first appearance of Deacon Blackfire. He didn't have the other books, 2, 3, and 4, which I would have picked up if he did, but he had that one. Next up, we got Fury of Firestorm number 23. That's going to be that first appearance of Felicity Smoke. If you guys, watch Flash or you watch Green Arrow on the CW, she plays a really important role there. I've been looking for these for a little bit now. This is going to be that Just Imagine Stan Lee's Batman. Now, last week or 2 weeks ago, I picked up a couple more of these, like the Green Lantern one, but I'd been looking for the Batman one. It was one that I'd never had. Even as a kid, I didn't have it. Probably the most recent modern book that I picked up from him. And he had it at cover price. I was really excited about this. This is that Batman, Red Death, right? This is that story. Batman kills the Flash and takes his powers. And $4, man, you can't beat that. That's $25 to $30 book now. Picked a couple other Batman books. We got Batman 345, which is that reintroduction of Dr. Death. Now, Dr. Death's first appearance is going to be in Detective 29, which is a little bit out of my price range, but that's going to be Batman's first true villain, Dr. Death. So reintroduction. Got Batman 416. That's a cool one. If you've watched that Titans on DCU, you know that they kind of played up the whole Jason Todd with Dick Grayson. And this issue right here is that first meeting with Nightwing and Jason Todd. Got a Silver Age book here. We got Justice League of America, number 45. Yeah, 45. Actually, the first appearance of this Shaggy Man. Can't beat some Silver Age goodness, right, guys? Absolutely love it. Let's move these because it's going to get a little tight here. All right, we got Captain Marvel number 50. That's first appearance of Dr. Minerva, which she's part of that Kree Star Force. You know, I'm speculating, and I did pick up another one from Half Price Books. I'm speculating that these Kree warriors, they're going to play a major role, right, in this Captain Marvel movie. Hasn't come out yet. Can't wait to watch that. But they're going to play a big role. Picked up some Marvel premieres he had there. Really cheap, too. I was super surprised. This is Marvel Premiere 38. That's that first appearance or first mention of the Weird World, which has been playing a pretty big role, or it did in Champions, I think, not too long ago. They'd gone into Weird World. So that right there, that's that first appearance. Marvel Premiere 35. Gonna laugh, but it's a first appearance. It's first 3D man. Not somebody that I've heard about, but hell, I'll take it, guys. And at $3, you just can't beat that. Big one that's picked up a lot of steam, right? So with Secret Wars, really the first issue and obviously number 8 were always the big ones. People always wanted those. But with that Into the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Man movie that just came out, number 7 picked up some steam, right? So here you go, Secret Wars number 7. This one's picked up steam because it's the first appearance of Julia Carpenter, right? The second Spider-Woman. So now I have almost the whole run of Secret Wars, finally. I know, it's been a while. I should have had that already. Next up, we got Freedom Fighters number 1. That is the premiere issue of this from 1973, 1974, which they just recently came out with the newest volume of it, which I did pick up. I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to keep reading that one. But he had this Freedom Fighters number 1, and I wanted to pick that up. Got some Spectacular Spider-Man. This is going to be 131, part of that Kraven's Last Hunt. This is part 3 of Kraven's Last Hunt. Awesome story with Kraven's Last Hunt. I do want to grab the rest of this, the rest of that storyline. And I got the last one, which is Spectacular Spider-Man 132. That's the conclusion of Kraven's Last Hunt. And those are so nice. The covers are just amazing on there. So much, so much action going on. I love these covers. All right, guys, so there's 3 books that were just kind of made the whole day. I remember I got home after all this and my wife kind of gave me some crap. She's like, damn, you were gone for 5 hours. I was gone for 5 hours, guys. I went through 31 long boxes with a few short boxes mixed in of comics, guys. And I was just flipping through, and not all of them were like this that were bagged and boarded. There were quite a few boxes that were just comics. No bag, no board, no nothing. I was running through them because I knew this guy is a honeypot. He has great comics in there. So these next 3 are really big for me. One of them is a super key in my opinion, and the other 2 are just awesome to have. We're going to start off. This is going to be Moon Knight 25. That is that Bill Sienkiewicz cover. All black cover, which is really hard to find in a near mint. That is not what this is. This is probably in the 7 to 7.5 range. But I really couldn't pass it up. First appearance of Black Spectre. But another reason I grabbed this was because I remember reading last year online that this little dot right there could be an actual variant, because you don't see it in all of them. There are some out there that have this little white dot, and then there's others that don't have the white dot. So that could possibly be a variant. I remember reading about that. Now let me know, guys, if you watch this and you know something about it, let me know if there's anything more to that white dot, right, on Moon Knight. All right, next book I picked up. I just talked about it not too long, like 10 minutes ago. And this is going to be my second copy of this book, which is a book to have a second copy of. Always good. That's Amazing Spider-Man 252, guys. That first appearance of the new black costume. And it's another newsstand. My other one that graded 9.2, it's a newsstand as well. I just can't pass up having newsstands, guys. And that is definitely an issue worth having two of. So that's two. I got one more. This is the key that made it all worth it for me, because it's a book that I didn't have in my collection and I am so happy to have now. That is New Mutants 87, first appearance of Strife. No, I mean Cable. You guys know what I mean. First appearance of Cable. That's the first printing of it. A book that I didn't have. It is the newsstand. Now, it is not in near mint condition, but it is still in really nice condition. There are there's some spine ticks, but I'm okay with that, guys. I'm okay. For me, I don't need near mint books. I don't need them all. I want to have this book. It's in my collection. I'm going to read it. Absolutely love that I had this in the collection there. Now, I did the trade with the guy, like I told you. He gave me an awesome number for all the games that I gave him. I probably gave him like 12 or 13, and I spent just about half of what I went in there with. But I can't wait. He's got books coming back. I'm not a CBCS guy, like I've told you, but he's got books out at CBCS, and he showed me the list, and I'm waiting. They're coming in February, so I'm picking those up. What else do I got coming down the line? Picked up a few books on eBay that I can't wait for those to come in. Some DC Universe logos, some kind of rare, some of the harder to find books. Tuesday, 2 of my CGC books are coming back. My first appearance of Silver Age Riddler and my first-ish Silver Age appearance of Two-Face, which that one's kind of hotly contested on that. So I got some awesome videos coming down the line, guys. I also want to do a review on, the DC Universe app. Don't know if you guys subscribe to that. I do. Every month I pay, $7.99. But I kind of want to give you my take on it, give you my first impressions on it and my review, and kind of compare it to the Marvel Unlimited app. Not sure if you guys subscribe to that. I do as well. Kind of want to compare the two. Not exactly sure how to do that. I'm still new to this game, so I don't know how to kind of record that and put my voice over, but I'll figure it out. I want to do something special for you guys. Also, I'm almost up to 300 subscribers. I am so grateful for that. Everybody that subscribed, comments, likes the video, thank you so much. I do this for you guys. Hopefully you get a little entertainment out of it. You enjoy. I give you a little bit of information, kind of help you out on your adventures of comic hunting, right? Also, one of my homies in the comic community, just a Rican and his comics, have been talking to him offline, and I'm thinking we're gonna do a kind of like a live chat, me and him. I've never done that. I see it all the time. I've kind of wanted to dip my toe into the live streaming, but if that's something that you guys would enjoy watching, me and Rican just kind of talking comics, shooting the shit together, let me know. Give me some topics that we could talk about. But until next time, guys, enjoy the football today. Have yourself an awesome Martin Luther King holiday and a great week. And I will see you on Thursdays with my new pickups, guys. See you next time. Peace.